become extinct unless there's a big ass just fucking bomb.
Bro, they just brought back something extinct, bro.
A dire wolf.
Do you even know what it is?
No.
Search it up. Well,
What?
first, before you search it up, that's the one that they just made, buddy. You gotta go down. Like, oh yeah, you see that guy with you see that one with the red eyes?
Bro, be for real.
That's
not real.
That's real.
No, it's not.
What? We're gonna watch the video, bro.
You believe too much in this damn conspiracy shit.
No, this is real. They just did this, bro.
They don't look like this.
They get real. Bigger. No, I don't think they look like that, but they get bigger. That's what it looked like. That's what it is when it's extinct. That's the it's at a museum.
On social media or anywhere on the internet, really, in the last few days, you've probably seen a lot of headlines about dire wolves are back or howling for the first time in 10,000 years. As apparently, Colossal Biosciences, an organization that's famously been working on bringing back the thylacine and the woolly mammoth, successfully cloned some dire wolves. But did they really? Well, they kinda ish. Maybe they.
Yo, Storm's in here.
Take a quick look and dive a little deeper. So Colossal, what did they do and how did they do it? A lot of direwolf fossils have been found in the La Brea tar pits in California.
Wait.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This is in my way, but we'll be okay.
Wait. Does that mean that they can make any animal again?
Yeah, like they can make dinosaurs.
Like
the woolly mammoth.
They can make anything again.
What do you mean? Like,
if they can make this a dire wolf,
it's only like 5%, but then it gets older. It grows, and the DNA, like it gets higher and higher. So then it really turns into a damn dire wolf. Because they get the DNA from.
But listen. You can make it. Like if you can get DNA from the past. So you're saying they can make dinosaurs again?
Just said that. Do you know what the woolly mammoth is?
That thing was huge.
That's what they're trying to make.
Wow, but why would they want to make it?
Something about
They're useless. What do they bring to us? Woolly mammoth was in the Ice Age movie.
Dude, they should make dragons, dude.
No, they should make that. You know the tiger, in Ice Age. They should make that.
We already have that stuff.
The saber-toothed tiger.
Search it up.
Bro, they don't.
Are they extinct?
Yes. Saber.
Oh yeah, they're extinct. Oh damn, cowboy butters, which are steak dinners. We're going to Texas.
They're extinct. There's an extinct genius of.
Yeah, they're working on making that too. I'm telling we can watch that next.
Look at them.
Yeah, they're working on that.
They're majestic, bro.
Yeah, Storm can't fight that.
They will make like tigers nowadays look like bitches. Like, yeah.
No, that's what they're working on still. For you can search up news. They're working on that.
They don't have any real photos of it though.
They're working on that in the woolly mammoth.
Bro, if they bring them back, that's crazy.
They just made some type of mouse. I don't know.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
I swear to you.
That's all we need up north, huh? That's all we need. Just more mouses.
No. Look up the woolly mouse, something like that.
Man, get the fuck out.
I swear to you. See, woolly mouse. Wait. Go to images. Yeah, that's what they just made.
This?
Yes.
See, bro, we about we're about to have another COVID. Motherfuckers want to make shit, test shit in the labs and shit. Remember last time that happened?
Yeah. I ate it. Hot sauce. I put a little bit of slap your mama and some black pepper on it.
Slap your mama.
But I didn't get COVID though.
Your mama's
but I didn't get COVID though.
Yeah, but apparently there wasn't really good DNA samples to take from there. But luckily for Colossal, they were able to.
Why are they showing California?
An international study.
Did it happen in
California? To recover more DNA. Apparently, they used a 13,000-year-old tooth and a 72,000-year-old ear bone, and were able to sequence the DNA. and specifically they were able to look for differences between dire wolves and grey wolves. Then they used CRISPR technology, which can edit genes, and they edited genomes of a grey wolf. Specifically, they made about 20 alterations to make it more dire wolf-like. This included making it larger, with a broader head and thicker white fur. When they had the edited genetic material, they put it into an egg cell from a domestic dog. Then, when the embryos were developed, they put them into surrogate dogs. And about 62 days later, they got some wolves. There are 3 so far: Romulus and Remus, born in October of 2024, and Khaleesi, named from Game of Thrones, of course, born on January 30th, 2025. Cool. So what is the issue? We have 3 dire wolves, right? Well, it was a little odd to me at first that they decided to go with grey wolves and use grey wolf DNA because, well, dire wolves weren't actually
Grey wolves are fucking crazy too.
Dire wolves were a species of animal that went extinct about 12 to 13,000 years ago, while their common name is still dire wolf. A study in 2021 examining the mitochondrial DNA of dire wolves discovered they diverged from the lineage of true wolves about 5.6 million years ago. In fact, the researchers suggested removing the dire wolf from the genus Canis and suggested instead the genus Enoceon, meaning terrible wolf. That 2021 paper also stated that canids like wolves and coyotes can create hybrids. Dire wolves couldn't make hybrids, at least not with any other canids that remain alive today. In fact, that might have been part of the reason they went extinct. Quote, hybridization couldn't provide a way out, because dire wolves were probably unable to produce viable offspring with the recently arrived wolves from Eurasia. Since they were somewhat different genetically, does a few modifications of a grey wolf really count? The thing is, it is difficult to say how many differences there really are. Colossal Biosciences haven't released the complete sequenced genome of the dire wolf yet, but Beth Shapiro from Colossal said the 2 species share 99.5% DNA, which sounds like a lot.
The fuck you looking at?
As New Scientist pointed out in an article, the grey wolf genome is around 2.4 billion base pairs long. That still leaves room for millions of base pairs of differences. Not only that, but remember the 20 modifications they made to make them more like dire wolves?
What the fuck are they, cars?
Shapiro also stated in the interview that 5 of those 20 changes are based on mutations known to produce
you better get busy.
in grey wolves. So really, there are only 15 changes based on the dire wolf genome directly, which, when I first read the story, it sounded like they genetically engineered some grey wolves to superficially look kind of like dire wolves, but hadn't really brought the dire wolf back. That's not to try and take away from anything that they have done. I think it is a very impressive achievement. I don't know if it's correct to call these animals dire wolves, and some scientists are disputing they should be called dire wolves. If you read the interview on these scientists.
You heard him. You don't know if it's really dire wolves.
We're gonna watch another video of how it went from being a small pup to what it looks like now, and you'll change your mind about that.
No. This guy just said scientists are saying they don't know what to call it. This is uploaded 2 days ago. 2 days ago. But, you know, I don't know.
This question is kind of put to Beth Shapiro, and it almost sounds like this is a bit of a touchy subject, maybe. She said that it all comes down to how you define species, and quote, species concept are human classification systems, and everybody can disagree, and everyone can be right. She then went on to say, you can use the phylogenetic species concept to determine what you're going to call a species, which is what you are implying, but then stated, we are using the morphological species concept and saying if they look like this animal, then they are the animal. And I mean, who am I to say anything really? I'm just trying to learn more about classification systems that we use. But from what I've read, it seems that phylogenetics nowadays is the more accepted way to determine species rather than morphology. So just really quickly, phylogenetics is more
Morphology.
classifying organisms based on evolutionary history and their genetic relationships. So we could use DNA analysis to determine their ancestry. But then morphology categorizes them based on how they look, their physical traits, and their structure. And this was used a lot more before phylogenetics became more dominant. For me, I kind of think of morphology as a good start. Physical similarities can certainly be a good basis, and they can be useful, especially for fossils. But phylogenetics, again looking at like genetic data and the DNA, seems like a more reliable way to classify organisms. The thing about morphology, the statement, if they look like that animal, then they are that animal, is that convergent evolution
What was he gonna say
doesn't
this
apply
shit?
by this rule. I mean, by that logic, wolves and hyenas,
Like,
well, they look kind of similar. Are they the same kind of animal?
Hell
Are they
no.
very closely related? No, not really.
maybe a
I just
hyena's
don't
a.
know if I consider
Yeah,
these
maybe he's the dire
animals dire wolves. But I guess it depends who you ask. Love Dalen,
You ever seen a hyena in real life?
who is an advisor
fucking
to
huge.
Colossal, said, quote,
Or a lot
"There's
bigger
no
than
secret
what the
that
camera
across
makes them
the
look."
genome, this is 99.9% gray wolf. There is going to be an argument in the scientific community
About the
regarding how many
0.1%.
genes need to be changed to make a dire wolf. But this is really a philosophical question. They also stated that it carries dire wolf
Why do you look
genes,
so mad?
and these genes
Mhm.
make it look
Not
more
him.
like a dire wolf than anything we've seen in the last 13,000
He mad as hell.
years. And
Y'all supposed to
that
be a
is
pack.
very cool.
That's how
The thing
wolves roll.
is, a part of the story is being a little bit ignored, and I think it's the most important part.
What's the most important part?
I think the best thing about Colossal Bioscience is that the technology of gene editing can be
Okay.
used not only to, quote, bring back animals, but it can also help save animals that are on a collision course with extinction. A little while ago, I got to go to a wolf sanctuary and get face to face with a few gray wolves, but I also learned just how endangered
okay,
red
buddy.
wolves are. I talk a little bit more about it on the podcast, but the technology that Colossal uses could actually be used to help increase the genetic diversity of the limited populations of red wolves. In fact, Beth Shapiro even said in an interview with Scientific American, yields cells that are easier to reprogram than those that come from skin, and could thus be a better way of diversifying the red wolf gene pool. And there was another quote from Colossal's
fuck is
chief
that?
animal officer in that same interview, where he states it's actually using technology to prevent species from going extinct.
They should
I
do
think
that for the
many
white
people don't
rhinos.
realize that a large part of
white
Colossal's
rhinos.
goal
Yeah.
is conserving
There's only two left
endangered
in the world.
species.
That's
They are
crazy.
hoping to reintroduce the
'Cause
white
people
rhino
kill them for
and
their-
have developed
so-
vaccines for
Yeah.
Asian elephants in captivity. I
Them
think these
too.
projects may not be as interesting.
Lions are
I had
going
to
extinct,
search them
too,
to find
'cause they're
out
getting killed.
more, but on the other hand, the woolly mouse and the dire wolf
No, get
blew
the
up all
fuck
my
outta here.
newsfeeds for a few days. And bringing back the woolly mammoth seems to take over headlines
Don't
every
do
few
that.
years.
You'll be a
By the way,
dumbass.
the colossal
Don't be a
mammoth,
dumbass.
if they do
They've been working on
create
that for
it, will be
years.
Kind of like the
Do not
dire
be a
wolf, in
dumbass.
that it will be an elephant that is genetically modified to superficially look like a mammoth, altering genes to give it more hair, more fat, and shorter
Bro, if they bring
ears,
that back,
and
they're
maybe a few
gonna
other
run
things. Some of
all
you
the
have started
animals.
calling the hypothetical creature mammothant. Anyway, I feel like the dire wolf and the woolly mouse are kind of like proof of concept, but also they, as well as the mammoth and the thylacine, are pretty good at getting attention and entering the media circle. Again, a lot of other work they do really doesn't get much attention, even though it's very.
Peep this, bro.
Hmm.
Right? If they could bring back animals, right, with single, just simple DNA, right? That means they could do that for humans too. Be for real. Because we have DNA. All we need is a female or a dude or whatever. We can bring back our loved ones. For real, if you think about it. They want to do all this for the animals, but they can't do that for humans.
So, what DNA do you still have of your loved one?
Ashes.
But I don't know.
It's a tricky one.
Maybe it's because it wouldn't work.
Huh?
How do you know they're not trying that already? If anything, they'll
They-
put your love. They'll bring back your loved one and put it in a robot.
That'd be so stupid.
That's what they're probably trying to do.
That's some Elon Musk shit. Yeah.
Look at the world we live in.
Yeah. Trying to make robots before robots should even be a thing.
You watch iRobot?
Robots should not be a thing nowadays. Self-driving cars?
You see the robots in No Karate and martial arts?
No. But I know about the iRobot movie.
Yeah. Robots got
Will
rules.
Smith.
Yeah. And then after a
Maybe
while,
he's a robot.
No. After a
What do
while,
you mean no? Okay, so how can you say that he's not a robot?
Will Smith.
Yeah. Come on now.
After a while, bro, this whole entire world is gonna become I Am Legend.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
That means that nobody else except for two people and a dog.
What?
There'll be nobody else in the world except for a person and a dog. You think I'm laughing? That's what... We're gonna go extinct, nigga.
You know how hard it is for humans to become extinct?
Very hard, because every day, like... Yeah.
Fucking every day. Every day, right now, someone's fucking.
I am too.
What?
What?
Right. Like, for real, like, it'll be so hard for humans to become extinct. Unless there's a big-ass, just fucking bomb.
Asteroids that hit Earth and killed the dinosaurs is the ones that made us born.
Stop the cap.
That's what they say, I swear to God.
You want some B-Lou shit right now.
That's what they said. They said the asteroid that came down and hit Earth to make the dinosaurs go extinct is the reason why we're here today.
What?
An astronomical event happened.
Bro, you know we came from apes.
But there was,
So how is the asteroid gonna make apes? Did the asteroids fuck in the air?
What are you talking about, bro?
Did the asteroids fucking make an ape in the air? And then there was just a whole bunch of apes inside of the asteroid?
Any day now, an asteroid as big as that one can destroy the whole world right now, and we wouldn't even know it.
Yeah, of course. Because, we have Elon Musk controlling that shit.
It's crazy because you still have to somehow go to work. Big ass asteroid come hit Earth and you still gotta go to work. You could be driving and you see like, oh, what the fuck is that?
It just blow us all the fuck up.
And somehow I'm still alive.
And that's the only way humans can become extinct.
Somehow I'm still alive. I managed to live. I put myself
Because look, someone's fucking every day, man. I mean,
I am right now.
Important. I'd argue more important. You need investors. You need to capture the public's attention. And these stories are a bit of a masterclass in marketing. I don't really feel any cynicism or anger to the Direwolf headlines, even though I might not consider them to be Direwolf.
No,
I'm just glad Colossal gets more attention. There are many other foundations and charities that also do great work that I really wish were able to get their message out and get more attention the way Colossal does, but it's hard. The other thing is, these wolves, whatever you want to call them, what will happen to them? I was briefly chatting to the YouTuber Shark Toes on Twitter, great channel by the way, you should look him up, and he brought up some pretty good points about if they are adapted to their environment and how would they interact with other predators and prey species. Good questions, and I don't really know.
Imagine
I don't know if any of us know yet.
a lion versus a dire wolf.
The lion will win, though.
Apparently it's hundreds of acres long.
So how are you claiming they're so big and they can't beat a lion?
Because it's not. If they're gonna verse that kind of dire wolf, they're gonna lose.
These animals
Talking about the original.
Oh, wait, the dire wolf.
Introduced into the wild, or introduced into the wild.
A lion.
I guess they're kind of new animals. I think that's probably for the.
Or how about like a
since
pack
we're
of
still
100
trying to figure
hyenas
out
versus a
if we
dire
should
wolf?
even
The
reintroduce
hyenas,
gray
nigga.
wolves
Exactly.
into certain areas. And that
100
can get
versus
pretty
one?
controversial.
You're talking about they so
having
powerful they
these
could be a lion,
genetically
right?
modified larger
A lion can
wolves
deal
into
with
the
100 hyenas?
conversation
Yeah.
Probably only complicates
Let's see a
things
video.
further. But I get.
Lion trapped by clan of hyenas. Oh, I thought they could win. Who be standing? Yo, you ever?
Yo, who the fuck, like, really, like, who the fuck stands there and, like, just watches them get beat up? Like, what, like, bro. This has to be played out. It has to be acted. Ain't no fucking way.
That's what I'm just wondering. How do you stand there, 100 hyenas in the line, 2 lions, and so they would come after you?
Or what he could have done is left like a car there, and just like left the camera.
Or what he could have done is had a Samsung at the time, and like you can zoom in. Seriously, Samsungs can do that.
iPhones can't, bro. It sucks.
Yeah, that's why you get the LG. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I'm not gonna touch his mouse. He's gonna yell at me, hit me.
I'm germophobic, man.
Yeah, you're germophobic, black nigga phobic. All right, we'll see you guys next time, man.
See y'all, man. Eat y'all Wheaties and booties.
Hey, man. Before you end, don't be surprised they bring back T-Rexes.
What the fuck? Holy shit, dude, what's the matter? What happened? What's going on? There's so much porn!